They're old hippies, Hell's Angels.
Hell's Angels.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
How old are you?
12,
When you're
11, 12.
Hey y'all, welcome all to Geeves Podcast, and this is going to be episode number 2 of the Gamer and Outlaw series, which means my pops is here. Dad, welcome again.
Thanks, son. Good to be here.
Yeah, let's see what we get into today, huh?
Might as well.
All right, so when we had this original talk, when you were telling me all these crazy stories,
Yeah.
I'm curious. I wanted to see what you're about with when your youth and stuff. And you were kind of describing yourself as a rebel your whole youth. And I asked you, where did that start? Where did that come from? When did you turn to that path? And then you mentioned what?
All right. Let me start off by saying that, studies today have proven that split families, divorce, it has some bad effects on the other participants in it, the children.
The innocent?
They predicted that I would be in prison,
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know it back then, but like I said, studies have shown, and what happened, I was in scouting and doing pretty good in school. We lived in Yorba Linda, California, got to meet Richard Nixon. And all was going pretty good.
Right.
And one day, Dad came home and started packing it.
What age is this?
I'm 10.
10. Okay.
10 years old.
Okay.
And so Dad started packing, and I went in to see what's up. And he's leaving, and the short and sweet of it is, from that point on, that male role model was out of my life, and I took it upon myself to. And right after that, incidentally, we moved to Santa Ana, California, which it ain't the best place for, and then we had an earthquake that closed my school down.
Yeah.
So we had split days between Santa Ana High and Woodrow Wilson Junior High, which I was in. And so I got, I was just around some good kids, we got us a little softball or baseball team going, some older gentlemen in the neighborhood that unbeknownst to me at the time.
Hold up, when your parents split, where were you at? Who'd you go with?
Mom
Mimi
stayed with Mimi.
Okay. But what is y'all's neighborhood situation? Just a middle class? What are we looking at? Okay.
Yeah, well, we were in the in Yorba Linda. We were in some nice apartments. That was a small town at the time.
Okay.
And I went to Richard M. Nixon Elementary School there.
Was this a beach community? Were you on the coast in Cali?
No.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
We were probably an hour away from the beach.
Okay, so like
inland, La Brea, Placentia, Yorba Linda. They were all rural communities, I would say. Nothing like LA. I'm sure they've been absorbed into it now.
Right. Okay.
But it was a small, hilly community.
Are you playing sports, playing baseball?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what happened?
Well, back to my little coach or whatever, Mike. He wasn't little; he was very big. But he took us over to where he stayed one day, and I forget the Oriental dude's name, but he was like a publisher for some underground newspaper out there in Cali. And now, mind you, at the time, we're in pretty much revolution in California because of Vietnam and hippies and burning bras and draft car. I mean, it was pretty much, well, it wasn't nothing like it is today. But
speaking of which, you used a term Oriental. And back then, that's what y'all said. But today, of course, you're saying an Asian, right?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. So back to.
I still got some old.
Yeah, yeah. Just trying to let them aware that you got stupid people. So anyway.
That's where I did my first drugs.
Okay. Your coach.
Yeah.
So
we got turned on to
as a mentor, someone elderly that you could trust.
Yeah.
And he can okay. And so you
and
go
a
to his
figure.
Male figure.
You know, so anyways, we started doing, it was me and two friends of mine. And we started doing the white crosses.
The what?
And this white crosses, yeah, they're a form of amphetamine.
Oh, I thought it was like
take them back then.
Oh, what's that? Pineapple Express. I thought it was when a joint and then two little. I thought it was a reference to Pineapple Express. So this is what do you say?
It's amphetamine.
Amphetamine. Holy shit!
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
At what age?
At that time, maybe 11, pushing 12.
Amphetamine, is that speed?
Speed, yes, sir. Yes,
okay, so amphetamine's just always speed?
Yes.
Oh, so when you bought speed back in the day, what you did, that's just amphetamine. What is it? Is it a powder?
No, it's a pill. Comes from the pharmacy. Yeah, you had
like
methamphetamine.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had methamphetamine, and back in the day, those were BI 62s. It was a big ass pill coated in candy. You had to break it down, cook the inner pill, get the wax out of it.
Oh God!
And then you could shoot it. Yeah.
That sounds
but
like.
But anyways, my point is they had methamphetamine, amphetamine, biphetamine.
What the fuck is that?
It's just like Ritalin, and what's the other brand?
Adderall.
Yeah, it's just a different concoction.
Right.
But the result's the same. And they had a whole bunch of that stuff. Molly.
Yeah, if you say amphetamine, the kids are taking it as early as fucking that age.
Yeah.
Hell, what was her name? Simone Biles. She couldn't even participate in the damn Olympics because she's gotten so accustomed to having to live on that Ritalin. It sucks that, they got stuck in Japan this year, and
I didn't know
they don't look at it the same with amphetamines over there in Japan.
Oh,
you know the origin of that, right?
Yeah, I think China, and then probably Germany capitalized on it.
Well, the kamikaze in World War II, it's like Hitler feeding his fucking soldiers amphetamines as well.
Exactly.
Yep. They just have fucking grunts do the dirtiest jobs ever, man.
And loving it.
When you're that young and you're on that shit, holy shit, you think you can do anything. I remember the first time I took it, I felt like Superman. I thought I could do anything. And I was 21, 22 maybe.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous shit.
Yeah, it is. It ain't no good.
But you mentioned, didn't you go to your dad afterwards, after a while?
Yeah, I floated back and forth. I was uncontrollable. Now let me, yeah, yeah. Wasn't going to school.
What were you doing instead of that?
Hanging out.
Just on the block?
Just hanging out. Me and my buddies, none of us were going.
What were y'all doing?
I had a babysitter, probably listening to music. I remember the music influence real well. Grand Funk, Creedence, Janice, yeah, Jimmy, all the old dead guys and gals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you go and graduate and go to the next things though? Because the amphetamine just gives you all this energy. God, I can't imagine it at 12 years old running. Jesus Christ. I would run to El Campo if I was a kid on amphetamine back then.
I've probably done something like that. Just riding a bicycle. We rode bicycles everywhere out there, you know.
Lance Armstrong, they took them PEDs.
So, all right, within maybe a couple of weeks of meeting Mike and the Asian gentleman, one weekend, I reckon, Mike said, why don't y'all come over to this house, some friends of mine. So we go over there, and they're old hippies, Hell's Angels.
Hell's Angels?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
How old are you?
Me right now?
No.
12,
When you're
11, 12.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
From what I hear, they're the real shit. You don't fuck with
it was
them.
My notes. I got it was the earthquake the San Fernando earthquake, February 9th of 71.
Okay.
In the San Gabriel Mountains. That's what shut down my schools, all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyways, we're with, incidentally, Bill is the owner of the house. You know, he's the one that, anyways, we, and his wife, very good people. I mean, I hung out with them for probably 2 or 3 months. I'd leave mom's. Maybe I'd sneak out, go over there, and that's where I got turned on to LSD.
LSD. So now you graduated and went to, what's that called? Psychedelics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now when you're doing this LSD, what was your first trip like? You're 12?
Well, now they had quartered a hit, a one-way hit, cut it into 4 pieces, and gave me and my 2 buddies a quarter hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it wasn't real. You know, it wasn't like you see on the movies. You know, back when we saw the movies, you're jumping out of windows and shit.
Yeah.
It was more like just everything was vibrant and it was alive. For instance, there was a poster of Frank Zappa on the wall, a black and white poster.
Mm-hmm.
And if I looked at it for a minute, his hair would start floating out like that. And he had a top hat on, like Uncle Sam.
Lincoln.
And the hair started turning into upper and lowercase letters.
I was going to start being like Medusa with the snakes.
Yeah, something. But and he had on the old horn rim glasses, Buddy Holly style. And they all of a sudden they shattered. Both lenses would shatter, and it was like it said crack. You know,
like Batman
show. Yeah. Exactly.
Crack.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So, but that was
71 with acid, huh? In 71. And aren't you in
13?
What county are you in?
Orange
County.
Yeah,
okay. Now you're saying you just started kind of just this was a routine, was taking LSD around that time after you tried
Yeah.
it, you and your buddies?
We'd go down. Yeah, we'd load up in their station wagon and head down to Huntington Beach or Newport. A lot of times we'd stay out, light bonfires overnight. Choppers would come in and run us off. And,
Oh, really? They'd
yeah,
patrol the beach at night like that?
yeah, they did.
Why?
Yeah. Make sure everybody's off the beach. They had to shut down, I believe, at 10. Everybody off the beach.
Huh. That sounds okay. I guess.
Well, they knew what was going on. So,
okay. So yeah, it was where the teenagers went to fuck
and
about.
young adults. Yeah.
Yeah. It's their privacy. Free privacy. Go find a hotel room.
Well, that's, I guess, what you got to do today. For some folks.
So y'all go down to the beach, fuck around.
Yeah,
and then
end up at IHOP. Somebody would buy breakfast for everybody. And, yeah.
Have you seen how
the Angels were bringing that stuff out of Phoenix, Arizona? Yeah, they bring it out. I guess it come up. Well, I don't know where it came from. I have no idea.
So your drug dealer in the 70s was the Hells Angels?
Yeah.
Okay. And they kind of run the whole West Coast, don't they? Hells Angels? They're not an East Coast kind of thing, are they?
No.
They're not nationwide,
they started out
right?
west. Yeah, they are. Yeah,
they
are, bro. They've got chapters.
They
did. I know when I went to Fairbanks, Alaska, they had chapter up there from a dad's son-in-law, whatever, he's affiliated. Yeah, they are. I guess they were a part of the government up there, if you will.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I hear. So
Alaska, the last frontier,
Wasn't your first arrest around this time of year? This age, 12?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
What happened to that one?
Oh, boy. Well, I had a stepdad, he married another lady. And so
who you were living with at the time?
Dad.
When he got married, remarried?
Yeah.
Okay. What was Mimi doing?
She was struggling in Santa Ana, bro.
With Jim?
Yeah, Jim and Mark.
Okay, so she's already had those two, and you went solo with your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I dropped my thoughts.
He's getting remarried.
Oh, Fred, yeah, or my stepbrother. We were out being young hooligans at night, and
what town you in?
Now we're in Tustin, that neighbors Santa Ana, still in Orange County.
Okay.
So we go over to this apartment complex where the police, and it's a big gathering actually, and get up close to the scene, find out it's a domestic situation, and my stepbrother and I get a little too close, and the officer asked us, what's up? You need to get away or something.
Scatter, kids.
Huh?
He's just saying, get the fuck out of here, kids. What are y'all doing?
Yeah,
run about. All right.
Yeah.
He kind of warned y'all, but okay. So what happens now?
My stepbrother brings up Charlie Manson.
Why would he hold up
during that time?
Is he asking him? Is this a murder scene from Charlie Manson?
No. It's just a domestic thing.
No, but what is your brother-in-law saying? Stepbrother saying.
He just popped off the cuff.
When the cop tried to give you a free pass, Scatter, go on, get.
No, no. I think it went something like, if you want to affiliate with Charlie Manson, we're going to treat you like him. And they promptly cuffed us and stuffed us. Yeah.
No, what was your stepbrother? What was the first words he told that cop once he gave y'all the warning, like, hey, y'all kids, go and get out of here. Go and get.
I don't recall but I know Charlie Manson was brought up. And everything went south after that.
Yeah, you're a blonde head kid, right? 12? Yeah. What was this guy looking like? Because you look like a hippie.
Pretty much like me. Yeah, he looked like me too.
Okay.
We both had kind of longish hair.
All right. So when did Charlie Manson murders happen? Or is he not murdered yet? When's the famous Tate murder?
I don't have those dates, son. I don't. I want to say 69. It was probably 69, 70, something like that.
So this is definitely after the big murders.
Yeah. I believe. If it was in 69, yes.
Okay.
I don't have those dates handy.
So your stepbrother brings up Manson, and then how's the cop take it?
If you're affiliated, if you're going to affiliate or something like that, to that effect, with Charles Manson, you're going to get treated like Charles Manson. And they promptly cuffed us and stuffed us.
Does that mean he was already arrested? Manson was already in prison? Maybe in jail at that time?
I didn't. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember the specific dates.
Well, the thing is, you had no clue who this guy was.
No, I didn't know. I didn't.
And you just get arrested because stepbrother mentions him.
Yep.
And
now here's the funny part. He lived probably 2 or 3 blocks away, and they took him straight home. His mom was there.
Who?
My stepbrother's
okay.
mother. She was at home, so they just gave him to her.
What about you?
Me, Dad was at work. He's a bartender out there. So they couldn't reach him, so they took me to juvenile hall. Yeah, that was.
Stepmother couldn't speak up?
I don't think so. I don't know. Hell, I was a little kid.
Right.
I thought I knew it all, acted like I knew it all. I didn't have a clue.
How long did you go with LSD? And made it like daily use?
6 months, 3-4 months. Yeah, 3-4 months.
Did you abuse it?
I didn't know what that meant back then.
Okay. What was your worst trip?
It was administered. We were under adult supervision.
Oh, shit. Professional.
Yeah, it wasn't just us little kids running around. I mean, we did, but when we were high, we were hanging out at the hippie pad. Yeah.
Hey, come on in, y'all. Life's good.
Yeah. The funny thing is, with the weed, I don't think I got high off marijuana until I was, gosh, what, 16 maybe, something like that.
When did you start smoking weed?
Well, I was doing it right then.
Yeah. With LSD?
Probably.
What was your worst trip with LSD? Did you ever graduate and take a full tab?
Well, since I've been up here, I've gotten to experiment with some mushrooms and some LSD that came in. I know somebody that. Anyway,
how available was LSD in that region of the state down there? Because wasn't that what Charles Manson was all about too? They did all the psychedelics. Yeah. That shit. What was it? Just what was that? The low 70s, early 70s, late 60s.
Yep.
Was that just Southern Cali for you?
Yep.
And Arizona.
And there's
because I hear a lot of stories with the CIA and
Oh,
how
there you go. You
Charles.
you did it. You opened the door.
I hear a lot of stories though that they used Charles Manson. He would be in and out kind of prisoner. They would get him, and then there was just stories of how CIA would get him out and let him do his thing because they're pumping LSD out there. Now this is starting to sound conspiracy more than factual, but I believe it's kind of been proven from the Joe Rogan podcast.
All right.
But y'all were kind of, I guess it would be like crack in the 80s. The government keeps, is that thing too? They just control the population.
That's above my pay grade. I don't know why they would do something so insidious to this nation. I don't understand.
We're some evil motherfuckers. But here's the bad part.
Yeah.
If you don't do some of these kind of crazy shit, we're not where we are.
Right.
On the pyramid. I mean, look who they all consider the big dogs on the planet right now. Us, and we lost some ground here in the past recent events. We have Russia, China, and some reason, I guess North Korea is more of a threat because the affiliation with China. But those are some ruthless people, man, from the top. They do some dirty shit.
Yeah.
And somewhat we get the benefit of, but at the same time, man, you just hear some shit governments do. It's like, wow.
I mean,
power is a drug.
Yeah.
That's why I think George Washington was brilliant. The fact that he knew no one person, not just a man, not one person should have all this power for so long.
Right. He denied it.
Exactly. They want like, no. You keep running it. He's like, y'all are about to treat me like a king. I'm gonna go off. Where do you go to? Isn't it that Mount something? Where's their hideout?
I don't know. Who?
Presidents, where they retreat to.
Oh, Camp David?
Camp David. Isn't that where Washington retired to? I think that's why.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't remember that.
And so,
but yeah, that is the idea. We have a beautiful constitution.
Yeah.
And I believe right now, son, we're in an all-out attack. I mean, it's not covert anymore. We've got enemies on all fronts, and they're going to give it their best shot. I think that's what's up, bro. Yeah.
Well, I just hope we're at a strength where if we need to respond, and hopefully not on home ground, but I don't know what's going to turn this young generation around, man, because they look for the most least offensive things to find offensive. And that's just like the bar of getting offended has gotten so low. Everybody's a victim eventually. That fucking slippery slope has gone all the way. It's fucking mudslide. It's created like, oh my God. I heard of a stupid one. Shit. Transracial. That kid from England, I believe, he had surgery to slant his eyes. You notice I didn't do it. To slant his eyes, I think he installed higher cheekbones, did that, and then maybe skinnied his face a little bit. and he looks South. I think he tried to go South Korean or Thai. I don't know, because I felt like I guess he was trying to do it to look like that BTS. I don't know why he did it, but he's offended now if you call him fuck, what was it? English, I guess.
Yeah, that's his home ground. Huh.
Yeah, because he identifies as I don't maybe it was Korean, but I think it could be Thai as well. I can't remember which one. But this is a kid. He's
Yeah.
the high is 24, 25. He looks very young. I would say 20, but I'm just trying to be safe here with that guessing.
Right.
It's like, holy shit, parents, you don't see this in your kids. Like, where's the how there's some weird shit that parents just
I feel you.
they don't want to just all the parents that like my age, all I hear them say is they just want to give their kids everything they didn't have. It's like, holy fuck, how bad was your life when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Did you have no imagination? You couldn't play with shit. You couldn't fucking make, well, this wasn't here back then, but fucking make this into a plane. Dude, go play cops and robbers outside. Go. There's solo sports. There's
so much.
But
they've robbed us of it, son.
I think it's our own too, because everybody's working. All right, so I grew up in Wharton, right? And purely diverse neighborhood. I was all my friends, it was black, Mexican, black, Mexican, Mexican, black. I was like the only white guy over there. And then I had we had multiple sandlots in our neighborhood. And all the kids, we were either playing cops and robbers. We didn't do yards. We did the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we would play baseball, all the sports. And it teaches you a lot of good social skills. But what I don't understand is the parents or I guess it's been going for a while, but they work so hard to get their families into these nicer neighborhoods, the subdivisions and all that, the fucking cul-de-sacs, all those. And yet they're young families. You don't see those kids out playing. It's like
they're indoors.
Try to get to a safe neighborhood, but then you're even tighter on the kid and you make think like it's a bad world out there. You're going to get kidnapped. And it's like, the kids, it's so weird when you game with them. They have terrible social skills. They do not know how to talk and be respectful with a fellow person. I don't know what I visualize when they talk to a human on just because it's a headset doesn't mean the other fucking end is not another flesh and blood skeleton motherfucker just like you. It's so weird. I hate how we've lost touch as humans. Everybody wants to call each other racist. It's the most craziest shit. And we're dancing. We're a fucking, oh, I don't have a puppet. I was going to grab the Russian doll, but that's not, we're on strings, man.
Marionette.
They keeping us, marionettes, which is huge in Czech. Oh, you see my ADD stuck. But I just don't understand how we're not seeing that we're being fucking used as spawns to keep this stupid engagement of keeping us divided.
It started long ago.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of entities, big tech, government, whatever you can blame it on.
A lot of it's
been transitional.
Yeah, a lot of it is convenience. Do you notice the more convenienced we are, the more fucking gripey we are. As the world's getting easier to survive, we're finding the most fucking tiny little. Oh man, we dissect the simplest fucking, just somebody's one little mistake. It's the end of their career. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want to see you anymore. No, fuck your family. Fuck trying to live. Go try to do it somewhere else and never in the public eye again.
That's right. We've been exiled.
And then guess what? 2 years later, that person that was bitching, they get caught doing something stupid.
Oh, no.
Circle of life.
Karma.
There you go.
Reap what you sow. Yeah. Yeah, those are.
And we accept this, though.
We have. Yeah.
You know what community is really good, though? The comedy community. We do not allow our stand-up comedians to, because they made a bad joke, maybe a little over the line joke, just because they weren't all that funny. You know, their intention is fucking making a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of that fan base is understanding, like, nah, yeah, he can keep telling jokes. He's a fucking comedian. She can make jokes. She's a comedian. They're trying to make us laugh and dressed in traumatizing events. It's just, I hate how we're trying to kill each other. Not mentally, I mean, not physically, but mentally. Everybody wants everybody down instead of everybody lifting each other up. All right, Dad, thanks for joining.
Love you.
Love you too. See you in 2 more weeks, and we'll have a story on. What are you thinking of? Anything to mind right now?
I want to, I think I want to continue on because
Should we go chronologically now?
I think that'll work.
Okay.
And I'll do some more research and find out what was happening at the time. I'll find out more about Chuck Manson.
Chuck. All righty, Dad.
I love you.
Love you too. And as always, I say,
amen.
Peace.
All y'all out there, much love.
There you go.